Black waitress is mocked for her scars, until a veteran is shocked to recognize the unit TATTOO before. We dive in this story, hit the comments and tell us your city or country. Let's see how far this story reaches. If you like the video, please subscribe. She poured coffee with quiet grace, her arms lined with scars she never bothered to hide. The regulars whispered, laughed, called her damaged goods. One even left a note, "Try covering up next time, freak." But then, one older man, silent, seated in the corner, spotted something they didn't. A faded tattoo just under her sleeve. His hands trembled. He stood up, tears forming in his eyes. "What unit were you with?" Because the woman they were mocking wasn't just a waitress. She had once saved lives in the same war he never forgot. Watch till the end. Amina Clark worked the breakfast shift at a small-town diner where faces rarely changed and judgments came quickly. She didn't speak much, just kept the coffee hot and the orders right. But people noticed her scars, faint but visible, running up her forearms, disappearing under her sleeves. Rumors flew. Drug history, gang past, self-harm. No one asked. They just assumed. Amina never corrected them. She wasn't there to explain herself. What they didn't know was that Amina had once worn a different uniform, camouflage, not cotton. She was a decorated army medic who'd served 3 tours overseas. But after an IED blast left her physically and emotionally wounded, she left the military quietly. Now, her battlefield was a diner. Until one morning, a Vietnam veteran walked in and looked at her scars, not with judgment, but with memory. And then everything changed. The diner bustled with noise, clinking forks, orders shouted, gossip whispered. Amina moved from table to table, calm and invisible. That day, a group of teenagers giggled as she refilled their drinks. One muttered, "Should have worn long sleeves." Another snapped a photo. She heard the click but said nothing. Then, a man at the counter pushed his plate away. Scrawled on the napkin, "Nobody wants to see that during breakfast." She folded it slowly and dropped it in the trash. Her hands didn't shake. They'd done far more complex work. In the corner, a white-haired veteran named Thomas sat silently, a bronze star on his faded hat. He noticed the tattoos barely visible under her sleeve, a small caduceus and numbers, 68W, OEF13. He blinked. Looked again. That wasn't just any tattoo, it was a unit designation. His unit, his war. He stood slowly, limping from a long-ago injury. "Ma'am," he said gently, voice thick, "were you with the 349th Medical Company?" The diner quieted. Forks paused. Eyes turned. Amina nodded. He took off his cap, hands trembling. "Then I owe you my life. You saved my unit. You saved me." The room fell into stunned silence. The veteran stepped forward, pulling up his sleeve to reveal a matching tattoo faded and blurred by time. "You were at Fob Sabre," he whispered, "that blast. You pulled us from the wreckage." Amina's eyes welled, but she didn't cry. She nodded. He turned to the room, voice firm now. "This woman is a combat medic, a hero. Those scars? They're not. Shame their sacrifice." The teens looked down, embarrassed. The man with the napkin quietly left. No more whispers. No more notes. Only silence, respect, and a shift in the air that said we were wrong. And for once, Amina stood taller because someone finally saw her. From that day forward, no one whispered again. A framed photo appeared above the counter. Younger Amina in uniform, standing next to Thomas in a field hospital. "Heroes among us," the plaque read. Customers began asking questions, listening, and learning. Some apologized. Others tipped more. Amina didn't need recognition, but the shift in how they looked at her mattered, because every scar told a story. Not of shame, but of survival. This wasn't just about Amina. It was about every veteran, every black woman, every survivor erased by assumptions. So next time you judge someone at a glance, look again. Drop A if you believe scars can be sacred. Please let us know which city and country you're watching from. Share this story and remind the world. Respect is owed, not earned. Take care.